undergrad research course starts in about a week, but the professors already started accepting the project proposals, and I got mine approved about 5 days ago. There were actually only 4 project listings, and to me it was quite obvious which one I was going to pick. 2 of them were more of meta-analysis of research papers and their performance, so it's not really about the math or the physics itself, it's more about the research journals. The other one was a typical undergraduate research thing where you have to do some cheap labor and then maybe you might get your name on the paper. And the last one, which I ended up picking, honestly wasn't kind of a research project, it was more of a learning project. I'm gonna read the project listing here. It says this project is to let you explore various topics in theoretical physics. You will need to do some calculations to reinforce your understanding. So it's not original research, it's more of learn a topic, do some problems, and write a report on it. So I was okay with that. I thought that was cool because from the previous video I showed all my notes. So my thought process was if I can just transcribe my notes into LaTeX. Basically, I have the project already. I had 2 ideas. They were both relating to quantum field theory. The first idea was the canonical quantization, and the second idea was quantum electrodynamics. In the project listing, he wants you to do some calculations, and my thought process was, well, if you're gonna do some calculations, the best thing to do in quantum electrodynamics would be to calculate the anomalous magnetic moment, anomalous Lamb shift. But that's about it. And I emailed him my proposal. So this is the project proposal. The project doesn't really look like this right now because I've written a bit of the project and I've decided that it'll be better to add some stuff and eliminate some stuff. He emailed me back saying it looks good, but it's very ambitious. And he asked me if I know anything about undergraduate quantum mechanics. I emailed him back saying, yeah, these are the books that I used to study, and the professor was nice enough in the end and he said, I'm gonna endorse it. I'm just waiting for the course to start now, but that hasn't stopped me from writing a bit of the project already. Yeah, I wrote so much in 4 days that Overleaf refused to render my project anymore. So I transitioned to LaTeX on my laptop itself. I've gotten rid of a lot of the 5-4 theory stuff because not that it's not important, but you could do without it in terms of a quick introduction to quantum electrodynamics. And also 5-4 theory more of gives you the intuition to do things in quantum electrodynamics rather than the actual calculational tools. I plan on adding an ending chapter on how QED has paid dividends over the past maybe about 50 years in terms of fields outside of quantum electrodynamics. For example, if you look at QED, you will see it's an abelian U1 specialization of the Young-Mills equation. And there's some relation to QED and S-duality in string theory, and like a kind of where to go from now chapter. I'm just gonna add that at the end. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on it. Bye.